Welcome to Help Desk with Joe. This is show number 119. And with me, as always, Joe and Justin.
Morning, guys.
We're here at the Spencer Patch Turned Up Studio. Another wonderful Tuesday. And fall weather's headed in, gentlemen.
Yep.
It's here and looks like it's here to stay.
You know what that means. Black Walnut Festival.
Yep, the nuts are coming.
Yeah. All the crazy people. Let's come out to the carnival. Have some fun. But it's good to see the Black Walnut Festival back and the carnival and all the games and all the booths and stuff. And the city does such a wonderful job with that.
And it's a hard job.
Oh my gosh. It's up early in the morning, stay out late at night, cleaning and
Multiple days.
yeah, taking care of all the stuff that goes with it, and the sound stage. I saw they got that up now. They got all the food vendors parked in there where they're supposed to be.
Got
And-
the
gosh.
parade coming through town.
Yeah, the parade's all mapped out and all the decorations are put up. And yeah, kudos to the city. They do such an amazing job. And you know, what's crazy is when you come through town on Monday morning, it's like it never even happened.
Yeah, like literally at 5 o'clock on Sunday afternoon, you might see one street sweeper machine going through
Yeah.
for final cleanup. But other than that, I mean, you can't
Yeah.
even tell they was here.
Yeah, it's crazy good how our city handles it and our city workers and all the folks involved. They do such a good job. So Black Walnut Festival week, we're here. It's like middle October and exciting stuff going on. We got the Nut Run on Sunday.
Yep.
We just got done with the Glow Golf Tournament, the Charlie Coon 5th Annual. So
How did that go?
it went great.
Yeah, I missed out
Justin only wreaked a little bit of havoc.
just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
He cheated and won. How's that the event host wins? It's like, I don't know, boys. Looks like we scored really good. And Corey Clarkson had Emerson as his ringer, and Justin says he can outplay Emerson, which I do not believe.
Yeah, I'm kind of smelling something that's kind of like, I think it's called controversy.
Yeah. The final results have yet to be certified.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're playing against a person like 2 games away from being pro,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Justin, buddy. I like.
Nobody's buying.
Yeah, I'll go bat for you on the many things, but I don't know, man.
Yeah.
What do you have to say for yourself, Justin?
I had some teammates helping me. Wasn't on me.
Uh-huh.
So that's why they had the one guy like halfway down at each hole, like picking the ball up and just throw. You'd see it land, and then you see it go twice as far the second bounce.
Yeah. That was my dad's role. Go out there and throw the ball further than it was.
Yeah. Yeah. So, exciting stuff happening, getting ready for the Nut Run, and we got a skeleton scoot coming up in the end of October for Halloween. So all kinds of good stuff going on.
Yes, so speaking of people being busy, you guys are going to be.
Oh gosh, yeah, what a month, right?
Yeah, as if you guys don't have enough on your plates, because from my end of things, seeing what goes on behind the scenes,
Yeah.
Because it's not like these are the only thing you guys have your hands in.
Well, it's important for our community. This was our goal from the beginning, was to get started on a healthy initiative, and these fun runs and activities that we've been doing have really been gearing up towards creating a healthy community.
Right.
The Strava group's doing fantastic. Well over 100 people involved with that. Mm-hmm. And these fun runs kind of tie it all together, and everything's looking great. So
Making forward progress.
yeah, we like it. But anyway, on with the Help Desk with Joe, where the tips for the common consumer, business people, small and large, local, state, regionally. A little bit of technology for everybody. These news stories. And we've got a tip of the week, which I'm excited about. I really like tips of the week because, product reviews, you don't show up with all the parts. So
Well, sometimes
not as thrilled about that. But
Now, do we really want to start this?
no, not really.
Okay.
My apologies. We'll move on. All right. So give us the scoop on Apple. You hinted around that this might not be a good news story. So for Apple users out there, perk up your ears.
Brace yourself.
Joe,
Yeah, literally brace yourself for this.
Joe's going to help you out, I guess. I mean, there's not a lot we can help you with since you're an Apple user, but
Yeah,
we'll do our best. Yeah. And there's really no bias on our part, I don't think. It's just unfortunate. But anyway, Apple. What's the news story, Joe?
Okay, so this affects the new Apple iPhone 14 and the newest Apple Watch.
Oh, boy.
So their new crash detection system that's built into their devices is reportedly kicked off if you're on a roller coaster.
Oh, wow. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But,
So last month, Apple launched, of course, the new iPhone 14 and its new line of Apple Watches. And these models feature crash detection, which can recognize when been in a serious car crash and alert emergency authorities and any important contacts.
right.
But a Wall Street Journal report uncovered that feature doesn't always work as intended.
Yeah.
One example, a woman carrying an iPhone 14 Pro while riding a roller coaster at Kings Island. When she checked her phone after the ride, she noticed several missed calls and voice messages from an emergency dispatcher. The woman learned while she was on the roller coaster the phone's crash detection feature triggered and automatically called 911, the report said.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Just shaking my head for
Yeah.
those that are listening only.
I laugh, but on the flip side of the coin, I had to defend Apple on this one just a little bit, as much as it pains me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, who would sit there and think, you know what, we should probably test this on a roller coaster.
Well, and how could you distinguish a roller coaster ride from a car wreck?
Right.
I mean, I don't see that as a fault necessarily because, there's going to be circumstance. I mean, ride a four-wheeler,
Right.
and come to a sudden stop or slide, or whatever.
Right.
They go over jumps. They might think you're in a car wreck.
Right. Well,
And that's reasonable in my mind.
well, just even simple things like if you ride a four-wheeler slow enough, or even riding a motorcycle where you're doing all those turns manually, some of your activity trackers think you're walking.
Right.
So I mean, it's understandable.
Wait a minute.
that-
I can get some steps by doing that?
yeah.
All right, I'm in.
Joe
Yeah.
knows a lot about this.
Well, the only reason I know the motorcycle work is because my buddy Mike has a motorcycle, and he said he went riding one day and came back, and it said he did like 40,000 steps.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Man, I need some of that.
He said, looked like I was real good that day.
Yeah. Put in some extra effort.
Joe, do you know? I mean, is this based purely on GPS, or is it like actually feel the phone shaking violently and it thinks, oh man, something bad happened?
I'm wondering if it's like a combination of the motion and then like the G-force impact on the
And I
phone.
assume this hadn't happened with any other phones.
No, because this is the first phone that has that crash detection feature built in.
Huh, okay. Really?
Yeah.
I kind of thought my Samsung did.
Almost seems like a zip line or something could do the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would say no,
Maybe not. Yeah.
but
I don't know.
I also never thought a roller coaster would do it either. So I mean, at this point, I would have to say a confirmed possibility of a definite maybe.
If you fall off a trampoline, it'll call for you. That might be a good thing.
Well, now that would probably trigger the fall detection.
It has that too.
The Apple Watches do, yeah.
Jeez.
Wow. Falling detection. Boy, I need that.
Yeah, because if you fall, like,
Falling and I can't get up.
yeah, literally, it has fall detection. So if you fall, like, it alerts it and says you have like 30 seconds or a minute to tell it it's
Yeah.
okay, or it'll automatically contact an emergency contact built into the watch.
Huh. No worries. I'm just
I mean,
trampolining.
Yeah.
In theory, a good thing, but if it's too sensitive,
Yeah.
our emergency dispatches around the country are going to be a little.
Yeah, being worn out.
Yeah.
Like, listen, take your watch off when you get on the trampoline.
Yeah.
You're killing us.
Yeah, put your phone in the basket until you get off the roller coaster. Yeah, yes, I want to hear that. You get off the roller coaster and it just makes you sick as a dog when you get off the emergency dispatcher. Are you okay? No. Okay, we're saying nameless now. No, I'll be fine.
Give me a minute. I just need to collect myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting stuff.
So the iPhone 14 as well, and the watch.
Yeah. The newest model watch has crash detection.
Oh boy. All right. Well, for all the Apple users out there with new watch and new phones, good luck.
Yeah.
Don't
Good luck
go to
on-
amusement parks.
Yeah.
Don't get on a trampoline.
Yeah.
Don't ride motorcycles or four wheelers,
Yeah.
UTVs. Make any sudden moves. Just don't do it.
Yeah. Use that Apple Watch to good use. Go walk.
Yeah. Just walk around like Frankenstein.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fall or do anything fast or quick moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh
boy. All right. Well, we'll see where that goes then.
Yeah, because unless they adjust the sensitivity of that, I don't know how they're going to address it. So I'm anxious to see how this rolls out.
Yeah. It's hard to tell. It's a tricky one.
Unless like the only way I can see it is like if they reprogram and say, okay, if the sensor goes off this many times within a set period of time, then it can't be a car crash.
Yeah.
You know, if there's just one impact and that's it, okay, that's a car crash. But if like there's 5 times it goes off in 30 seconds, unless it's the car rolling 5 times,
It could be a NASCAR driver
This is true.
or a F1 driver.
Yeah,
Yeah, or a dirt track driver. Come on, Joe. There are things that could happen.
this is true.
I'm joking. That's getting ridiculous. But anyway.
Well, okay, yeah, we're getting ridiculous. We're talking about a story where 911's getting called over a roller coaster ride. So are we really?
Yeah,
are we
that's
really,
true. That's true.
Are we really that ridiculous, Dave?
So Apple will have to do some fine tuning and try. I mean, that's a hard thing I think to look at is how do you distinguish a car wreck from a roller coaster? What could you do there? Because they're so similar.
Right.
Like unless you said, like you said, they'll figure out duration or something like that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Huh. Okay. All right, get us up to speed on Twitter.
All right, so Twitter is actually doing something good for a change, which is shocking.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So Twitter is asking users to enter their birth date to view
boy.
sensitive content. So let me expand on this.
Yeah.
So Twitter is ramping up its effort to filter sensitive content to prevent users under 18 from viewing inappropriate material by asking users to verify the birth dates. The company said it's slowly rolling out a feature to restrict sensitive tweets unless users have a birth date attached to their accounts and they're over 18. Over the past few days, many users noted that Twitter is asking them to input their birth dates to see the contents of specific tweets. Twitter confirmed that it's rolling out this feature as part of its new user safety efforts.
Now, so I guess if you lied about your birth date, you kind of have to stick to it for Twitter.
Right.
Because I assume there's one of them has an age, right, where you have to be so old to use it.
Yeah, like Facebook, Twitter, most of them you have to be at least at age 13 to use.
Okay.
And then Twitter's doubling down saying, okay, yeah, you can be on here, but you have to be at least 18 to see this, some of this content.
Yeah, if you just
What kind of content did they allow that would be an issue? Is it just like, you think curse words and stuff like that? Or
Probably, or,
I mean, they don't let like inappropriate, explicit content or anything, right?
well, I mean, you can cuss on there. So, I mean, that might be it, or some videos that some people may find offensive.
Yeah. I don't do Twitter.
Well,
so
for example, like deer hunting. You know,
Yeah.
we wouldn't take it as offensive, but there may be somebody out
I'm
there.
vegetarian, Joe. I might be offended.
You've deer hunted though.
It's true.
Okay, yes, you are, but you're not sitting there going, "Oh, that's disgusting." If
Nah, I
somebody,
know what you mean.
yeah,
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Do you guys tweet?
a
You
little
do,
bit, just
yeah.
because I have to.
Yeah, for your business?
Yeah,
Yeah. A&M Digital Technologies. Controversial tweets. Follow them.
yeah.
Look for that content.
you have to enter your birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Joe's
that's right. Be
tweets.
prepared
Yeah,
to enter your birthday.
yeah, if you really want to see what today's deal is, you have to put in your birthday.
Yeah, there you
Some might consider that offensive. What Joe's doing.
Oh, boy. Well, I mean, I guess that's a good thing, though, to try to regulate that.
Yeah, I mean, at least it shows that they're making an effort instead of just turning a blind eye to it.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, it seems crazy that a younger kid would be on Twitter anyway, but I guess to follow pro athletes and stuff like that.
Right. Well, and it's just like everything else ever, but everybody's on it, quote unquote.
Yeah. I don't know if I am or not. I think I started a Twitter account, but I haven't seen it for years. I don't know if it's still out there or what's going on. Nobody's told me. Anyway. Huh. All right. Well, birthday galore, and that does sound good, I guess.
Seems
I'm sure. I
pretty
want.
easy to lie and just get around, but yeah.
Well, I mean, you'd have to do it for the duration.
Yeah, just use January 1st, 2001 or something.
Thanks, Justin.
Yeah.
You help out all the kids that, shouldn't be looking at explicit content.
Yeah, for all the
Look at
parents out there,
explicit
here's Justin's number.
content. Jeez, Justin.
One.
Come on.
1/1/21. That's how you get it through.
Oh, boy.
That's the secret code.
Yeah, you're 1 year old.
2001.
Yeah.
You'll be one this. The secret code. That's where we are now. We're using secret codes. Welcome to Tuesday and Help Desk with Joe.
Up, up, down, down, left, right, VA, start.
Yeah. There you go. So first caller to tell us what that cheat code is for gets a free shirt.
Yeah.
trying to remember the number from the song.
75309.
There you go. Call that number. Ask for Joe.
Any area code.
Any area
all of
code
them
you
work.
want. Yes. Any area code. You can even make one up. It'll be great. All right. All right.
YouTube.
YouTube. There we
Yes.
go. I couldn't remember the third one.
Yes.
YouTube has some news.
Yeah, I'm excited about this one.
Really?
Yes. So all YouTube users will soon have an account handle, but some will get to pick theirs earlier. So all YouTube accounts will soon have a unique handle to use across their channels and shorts. It's a departure for the platform, affecting major creators and casual viewers alike.
Hold on. Time out.
Okay.
What?
So here's what's going on. If you have a YouTube account,
Right.
and you upload videos,
Yeah.
you had to meet certain criteria before you could get a specific username.
Ah, gotcha.
For like going to youtube.com/rcpatch21.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought we got to pick.
Well, once you hit that level,
Right.
now YouTube is saying, you know what? We're going to back things up and we're just going to let everybody do it. And here's why. So the company announced this week that the @name handles will be used across the platform, a convention that's common elsewhere on the internet, but a departure for YouTube. Every YouTube user will have a unique handle that applies across the platform, from channel pages to shorts, which is YouTube's TikTok competitor. Users can use a handle to mention others in comments, video descriptions, titles, and more, which YouTube says will make it easier for creators to reach audiences and create visibility. YouTube will be rolling out handles gradually starting this week by notifying users when it's their turn to pick a handle, meaning some people will get to claim theirs before others. If a user has already created a personalized URL for their channel, it will be their default handle. They'll have the option to change it once it's their turn.
Okay.
So here's where I'm excited about that. As you guys know, I have that comedy show on the radio. And
Dun, dun, dun.
yeah. And on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, I have the same account across all of them.
Right.
YouTube, since the channel's still so new, I haven't met the criteria to get YouTube's blessing. So you really got to dig to find our account. This changes it where I can actually go make it
Yeah.
match across the board. It's the same as all of our other accounts to make it easier for people to find our content.
And that's important to get followers and stuff. You need that continuity.
Yes.
So that's good.
Yeah, so that's what I'm excited about.
Yeah. Huh. Does anybody else out there have your name?
No.
What's the name of it?
Our online handle?
Yeah.
Our online handle is LOL Radio Show 1.
Doesn't even have Justin and I stuff in it.
Because you guys haven't been on the show.
Oh. I think now would be a good time when you're developing this YouTube account handle to
Yeah.
insert Justin and I.
I'll just put you guys' picture on the profile pic.
No,
How's that?
no, we have our names.
Okay.
LOL with Justin and Dave.
Okay.
Right, Justin? We're in.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if we're involved or not. We just want credit.
Yeah.
All right. Funny stuff. Okay. So that's good then.
Yeah.
Is there any downside to that?
Not really. Well, I think the reason they're doing this is because TikTok is really breathing down their necks, and TikTok will just let you do it right out of the gate. And YouTube's always been, oh no, basically you must kiss the ring to get permission. And
Well, I just wonder that if people will steal someone else's deal. You know what I mean?
Right,
We
well,
kind of saw that on Twitter and stuff because there's a lot of at the real,
right.
Joe McDonald stuff like that because there's so many fake accounts. Or
Right.
not fake, but accounts that were not that person but had their name.
Right. Well, I think, like, for the most part, where you have these bigger accounts that are already established,
Yeah.
it's not going to change anything.
Right.
So it's just going to help people like me, where my account is still so new.
Yeah.
I can finally lock that down.
Did you already get it?
No, I checked last night and it has.
Justin, go get it.
Yeah.
My turn hasn't come up yet.
Justin. Wink, wink. You know what to
Nudge,
do.
nudge.
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye on it. I'll check it every 10 minutes. Get that thing.
Yeah. Then it'll cost you.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's people actually make money doing that.
Oh, I know. That's
Yeah.
why I was asking if that was a good thing because I know, I see a lot of those accounts, at the real whatever.
Right.
I don't see them, but I've seen them before. But it's
Yeah.
always funny.
Because website names, it's still a pretty big business. They call them domain squatters. They'll buy a name.
Yeah, and just sit on it.
Yeah. Funny story, I had a college professor, his name was Chris Brown, and he bought the domain name chrisbrown.com when the internet was first starting to be a thing, because he worked IT, and he just always, he thought it was cool to have his own name. Well, then when the singer Chris Brown became famous, his manager actually contacted my professor and said, hey, how much would it take for us to buy your name? And I think they paid him like $1,000 for the domain name.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, he got robbed.
Yeah, but he said, considering what he had in it.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
was-
yeah. I mean, it's free money, I
Well,
guess,
this
but
was
still.
this was
Back
about
in
10,
the day.
15 years ago.
Mhm.
So it was 15, close to 20, probably at that point. But he said, yeah, not a bad return on investment.
Yeah.
What do
Now-
you expect to get notified that you can get your good handle?
Should be within the coming days or weeks. So they said
Yeah.
basically
They
what they're
email you or what?
it'll just probably just show up in your notifications when you go log into YouTube. What they said they're basing it on is how many how many followers you have, how active your channel is. That'll prioritize you on who gets first pick.
Joe, you missed out.
that?
There was actually a Country Joe McDonald, a country singer.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, he had a band, Country Joe McDonald and the Country Joe and the Fish.
And JoeMcDonaldMusic.com. You were close.
Yeah, because one of my dad's buddies, growing up, he always called me Country Joe,
Yeah.
just because of that.
Nice. Okay.
Do you know much about the blue check mark, Joe?
The verified check mark
Yeah.
on which platform?
Instagram.
Instagram.
Justin, you got nothing.
If you
get
see the-
Justin Bieber.
Yeah. If you have the blue check mark, that means you've jumped through the hoops to verify that.
That's sort of a kiss the ring sort of thing, a little bit. but
Yeah.
There's a process to that some people get it, some people don't.
Yeah, and TikTok's the same way. I don't know what they won't. TikTok is really weird because they won't even tell you how to get verified, but they're starting to roll it out, and they're like really tight-lipped on it, which I don't understand why. But I've always if I create an account on a platform, if they have that option, I always try to see how to lock it down and make sure that any account that I'm doing is the official account for whatever.
Nice. All right. So, Apple with outstanding news again. That's sarcasm. Twitter.
And it's bad news. Like, we can't even make fun of it. It's like, yeah, this is like a legitimate. Man, we never saw that coming.
Yeah, I mean, every 2 weeks there's something going on with Apple.
Yeah, but at least this time, as fun as it is to dump on them, I got to cut them a break on this one.
Yeah, that is a tricky situation. And then Twitter and YouTube. So
Yes.
I was thinking more about the Twitter thing. You're right. That is a good deal.
Yeah.
Good to see that they're being proactive with safety for kids.
For once.
Yeah. Who owns Twitter?
Elon Musk doesn't own it yet.
Okay, that's right. He's in the process.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's back at the negotiation table,
Cool.
which has been a fiasco, but it's Twitter. I'm not
Yeah.
surprised.
Well, so I heard a little bit about that on NPR last week. They so what happened, according to NPR, is Elon Musk went to do the purchase deal,
Right.
and Twitter inflated their user numbers.
Yeah.
And then he called him on it, and he's like, "Nope, sorry, I can't.
Right.
I can't go forward until we get the real
Right.
numbers."
Right.
And then so Twitter started suing him, and then they looked at it and they said, "Well, the cost for getting sued versus just buying it outright, it's not going to matter that much." And so he decided to go ahead and purchase it.
Yeah. It's one of those. From his standpoint, I can totally agree with. It's like, okay, you lied to me, and you expect me to go ahead and buy this? No. So
Sounds like buyer's remorse.
well, no.
I mean, I don't know. I kind of think what Elon Musk would be able to do his homework and nail it down prior to inking the deal.
Well, it was part of but you're supposed to be bargaining in good faith, though.
And not
I
with
thought-
social media.
I thought he
True.
alleged this inflation, but didn't actually show proof of it.
No, they actually went back and proved what it was. Is Twitter was just saying, hey, we have X number of accounts.
Yeah.
Well, Twitter failed to mention that, and I'm just spitballing a number here. Yeah, like a third of those are like spam accounts, so they don't really count.
Yeah.
But they were just saying, well, here's the whole thing, and they're not, and they just kind of conveniently left out the simple detail of a good chunk of those are either spam accounts or bot accounts, or
Yeah.
there's no real person behind the keyboard on that.
Huh.
All right.
Interesting. All right. And then YouTube. Oh boy. Anything else with those three?
That pretty well covers them, sir.
Let's get on with this tip of the week. I'm excited.
Yes.
Is this a good one?
Yes.
Is it going to affect me?
Well, I think I've trained you well enough, but you never know.
Oh boy. Justin, that's two-factor authentication.
No, but that helps. That is.
Will it affect Justin?
No, I've seen Justin's stuff online. We're good.
Oh boy.
Okay.
You have to be over 18 for that stuff online?
Sometimes.
Justin.
Oh yeah, I'm always cussing left and right online.
Yeah.
That's what
I know.
I
I know.
get off the clock. I start cussing.
Yeah, Justin's one of those people. He returns his library books late. He receives mattress tag. I mean, he's just a rebel.
Yeah. You know, I heard stories. There's a golf cart story floating around.
Yeah, he's fixing golf games. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just how it starts.
Justin,
Yep.
how could you?
Scoundrel.
All right, Joe's tip of the week. Lay it on us.
Okay, so tip of the week. Facebook has reported that malicious apps are stealing login credentials. And here's how some of it's happening. So we're going to talk about how to prevent your online accounts from being hacked through scam apps.
Ah.
So here's what's going on. And I see this literally on the daily. Some of these people...
Well, you're saying scam apps.
Yeah.
What's that mean exactly?
Okay, so here's what it is. These are apps that are posing as photo filter apps, horoscope apps,
Oh, boy.
fitness tip apps, keyboard apps, just goofy stuff.
Yeah.
So people will download them, and the first thing it'll do is you open the app up and it'll want your online credentials.
Yeah.
So you go, okay, well, I have to have it. Log in, and you just sent your login credentials to the bad guys, and you don't have two-factor authentication turned on.
Yeah.
And before you know it, hey, I can't get in my Facebook account. Hey, somebody's posting stuff, and it's looking like me.
Ooh.
I literally had a lady last week call me in a panic saying that somebody had hacked her Facebook account and was posting very inappropriate content, and Facebook had actually did their due justice and banned her account.
Yeah.
So then she had to actually go through the recovery process.
So is it bad that I use the same password across the board?
Dave, are we really going to have this discussion again?
Justin told me it's fine.
Yeah. Justin, I know you know better.
He's like, listen, if you want a low golf score, this is the things you got to do, man. Got to keep that password tight and use the same one all the time.
Yeah. Coming from the guy that had the idea of us doing the video at Walmart at the self-checkout. Remember we was talking about self-checkouts and Justin was talking about just scanning it and walking out?
Yeah. I wasn't going to pin that on him, but now that you brought it up.
Yeah. Because that's how it started. And then now he's fixing golf games.
Yeah. Gosh. He's probably going to win a nut run this weekend, too.
Yeah. By a mile.
Yeah. He'd be like, I just set the new fastest course record.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, let's just say...
Didn't even break a sweat.
Just give me all the trophies.
Yeah. It's probably a good thing that Spitzer doesn't have an Uber.
Might need one for Sunday, though.
Yeah.
Right amount of money, Justin will utilize an Uber.
Yeah.
Sunday, right around 11.
But make sure you take a spray bottle with you. At least spray your header down a little bit. Make it look like you at least...
He's sweating a little.
Yeah.
Jeez, Justin. Everybody's picking on you today. I don't know what the deal is.
I don't know either.
Man.
So Facebook's parent company Meta said some 1 million Facebook users have had their Facebook credentials stolen by more than 400 malicious apps on Android and iOS that they downloaded just this year.
Jeez.
And again, that the list of apps that I mentioned aren't just limited to those. We're also talking about photo editors, games, VPN services, business apps, and other utilities.
Man, Justin had a new app he was going to share with you too, Joe.
Yeah, it may just be rumor, but Apple claims that their app store is more tightly regulated. That they would weed out more of these type of
It is.
malware apps.
Yeah, it is. Now they want you to believe that it doesn't happen, and I'm sitting there in reality going, it happens less, but it still does happen.
Yeah. I mean, I could see that because the whole benefit of an Android is to have open source market where you got anything and everything you could want.
Right.
Inherently, that's going to be a little more dangerous, though.
Right.
But boy, the accessibility. Joe, let me show you this new game I just downloaded.
Yeah. So
I'm joking.
So here's the tips we're going to talk about how to prevent. your account
You
from
beat me
being-
to it. I was going to say, what can we do to prevent this, Joe? But you're already there. Gosh, it's almost like you've been doing these shows.
I've done a couple. So here's one of the first red flags to look for. Go to the App Store and look at the reviews and how many downloads that app has had. Because that's kind of a first telltale sign.
Yeah.
Because if it's only had like 2,000 downloads, guess what? Joe's not downloading it. I don't care what it does.
Huh.
And then go back and look at the app reviews, because if it has 2,000, let's say it has 2,000 downloads and it has 1,000 5-star ratings,
Yeah.
and then like no other reviews, that's red flag number 2. If it sounds way too good to be true on the reviews, and actually go click and read the reviews, because if there's just a plethora of 5-star reviews and no other types of reviews, there's something not right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went into my Play Store now and just looking at what it recommends.
Yeah, because I pulled up Clash of Clans on mine, and Clash of Clans has 53 million reviews with a 4.6 rating and over 500 million downloads.
Wow.
Just an example.
Yeah, I was trying to find one that... I'll just click on one. Okay, yeah, this one, 1 million plus downloads, 4.1 rating, has 9,000 reviews. What do you think?
What's the app?
Steampunk Defense Tower Defend.
That might be okay.
It's got 1 million downloads, but it's only got 9,000 reviews.
Well, Clash of Clans, which I know is a legitimate game,
Yeah.
has over over half a billion downloads and only 53 million reviews.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
within that range.
I'd say that one might be sketchy.
But usually the most common ones that I've seen are the photo filters, the fitness apps, the horoscopes, the VPN services,
Okay, here's a new one.
photo editors.
So here's a new one. It's Color Page SMR by Say Games Ltd. Has 449 reviews, 100,000 downloads.
See,
That might be sketchy.
Yeah, so then the next thing I do is I go to the game developers page, because you can just click the developer name under the game title
Yeah.
and see if they have any other apps. And if they have other apps, and
It's not a one-off.
have been around, yeah, that's something else to look into. Is if they have other apps that's been around for a while and are established, then okay, that may be just a new app that they've released.
Interesting.
So the next thing to watch out for is when you download the app, a lot of these apps, they want you to log in with an account, but most of them won't force you to log in with accounts. So that's red flag number 2. If you download an app and it won't let you do anything without logging in,
Yeah.
that's red flag number 2, because there's a pretty good chance it's just trying to steal your information.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I never thought about when you download something to look, though, at the amount of downloads and then the reviews.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Okay.
So check the legitimacy of the app, check the company, and then 3, check and see if it's requiring you to log in with an account. And it doesn't have to be a Facebook account. It could be your Google account. It could just be an account in general.
Yeah. That's where it gets muddy. Man, it's so hard to remember if you logged in with something on Facebook or Google or whatever.
Right.
Gosh, or just used an email.
Right.
What's the point of all this? Just to cause mayhem?
Yeah, basically. Well, that, and here's where it gets real sketchy. Dave's joke about using the same password for everything.
Yeah.
Well, that's a legitimate reason.
That's bad.
Yeah, because so let's say
I like it.
I've tricked you, Justin, into using your Facebook, getting in your Facebook account. Well, next thing I'm going to try your email, because now I have your email address that's associated with your Facebook account. So now I'm going to go and try to log in with that same password. Oh, it let me in. So now guess what? I have the keys to the castle, so now I can go change your Facebook password. I can change your Netflix password. I can change your Amazon password. I can change your PayPal password. I don't have to know all those passwords at that point.
So Yellow Kangaroo 19 explanation is a bad password to use across the board?
Exactly.
Oh, man.
Just use that one on your bank account. You'll be good.
All right, I'm going to change it to 17 then.
With a question. With a question mark.
Yeah, question mark.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
Then it'll be.
Justin, what's your
Then
go-to
you'll be
password?
cussing. What did I change that to?
Yeah. Joe talked me into change my only password to use across the board, and look what happened. Now I
Yeah.
can't remember. Justin, what's your go-to password?
What do? I do.
Don't look at Joe.
I do like a code that in my head you're like saying a bunch of words, but you're typing the first letter of each of those words.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
So it's just a total code.
Joe's getting serious. He's like a World War II code breaker
Well,
guy.
that's actually a good idea. Or it can actually, this is something that a lot of people don't think about, but you can actually just type an entire sentence. My name is Justin. Do
Right.
spaces and everything. Period. And that's your password. It's nice and long, and it's something that you'll remember.
Huh. I had a question for
I'll
you,
have to
Joe,
try
but
that.
we got sidetracked. Oh, so here's my question, Joe. You know how they do the recommended passwords? It's just gobbledygook.
Yep.
Do you recommend using those?
Absolutely. And here's what I use to
How you remember them?
LastPass.
Oh, jeez. We had this conversation.
Yes,
Joe.
we have. Because then I
Yes,
just
we have.
Oh, no. You're so matter of fact. Of course we have.
and then obviously we need a refresher course. And because the only thing you have to do then is remember your LastPass password, and it remembers the rest.
Yeah.
I like it.
So,
I don't know. It seems sketchy to me.
No, trust me, their security.
I know.
Yeah.
You've recommended that several times.
Yeah. Well, then it sounds like next week's tip of the week is going to be a refresher on LastPass.
See what you did, Justin?
Yeah.
Now we get yelled at again. Cybersecurity. Two-factor authentication, Joe. I'm there. That's all I need.
That's actually part of the. So the last part I want to talk about is if you fall victim to this, what do you need to do?
All right.
So
I like it. So you messed up. You didn't check the
you just
reviews. You didn't check the amount of downloads, and you didn't check the the company's
the
background.
developers, yeah.
And you've already messed up. You're there.
Yeah, you basically blatantly ignored everything I just said in the last
Yeah,
10 minutes.
yeah.
So what you need to do is first reset your password. Right off the top, reset it to something different that you don't use. And just a heads up, any other website that you use that same password on, you have to go change those websites as well.
Seems like a lot of work, Joe.
Well, if you do it right the first time, you don't have to go back and do it again. And then, as Dave said, turn on two-factor authentication, because then if for some reason your account gets compromised again in the future, there's that second layer as a safety net to prevent
hacking
something
or
bad
misinformation.
happening.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like it. All good stuff there. So this is a good tip of the week and a good reminder for you, Justin. Two-factor authentication and LastPass. Because I'm up to speed on all my security stuff.
Yeah, he now uses two passwords instead of just one.
Well, Joe, I had a friend asking me a question the other day. So
Okay.
Maybe you can shed some light on this. I mean, how about two-factor only on like actually important stuff like email, bank accounts? I mean, if you have an app that Strava, for instance, nothing really that they can ruin your life with Strava, right?
Right.
No point.
Well, I think it's just the link to the next one, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
As
Where,
long-
like, can you just have the 5 most important sites, and then everything else just if they want to hack them, let them.
well, I think from a personal checkpoint, if you don't want to, because it's a balancing act. It's a balance of security versus convenience.
Mm-hmm.
So my thoughts are, and you're pretty much right on point. If it's, think about, okay, if someone hacks into this account, what's the most damage they can do?
Yeah.
I'm hoping somebody will hack into my account and say, "Oh, this poor guy," and pay my car payment, my mortgage, and just be like, "This poor guy doesn't have any. He's poor.
Yeah.
Let's help him out. Let's reverse this a little bit.
Yeah.
This guy needs all the help he can get.
Yeah.
My goodness. What do you think the odds are?
The hackers that do good.
Yeah.
Pay off stuff for
Yeah.
people.
We're gonna change this guy's fortune and be the good saints of the deal.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's ever happened. Somebody hacked in and been like, "Oh man, all right, let's filter some money from this big corporation over to this fella here."
Yeah,
this lady here
he
and
could
help him
really
out."
use it.
Yeah.
He's in worse shape than we
Looks
are.
like he's got kids. He needs some help.
Yeah.
They play travel sports.
But yeah, I mean, if you don't want to go down the secure road of two-factor authentication, literally just stop and think, okay, what's the absolute worst thing that can happen if this account gets compromised?
Yeah.
But of course, I'm going to stand strong and say, turn it on everything, regardless of how important it is.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Don't be trying to cut corners,
Okay.
Justin.
Well, okay, so
There's
Strava.
a friend that was saying that, not me.
Uh-huh.
Well, okay, so for a fact, Strava.
Yeah.
Strava has paid add-ons, which ties to a credit card. So somebody may go, oh, well, Strava's not that important. Well, does it have a credit card tied to it?
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Interesting.
Something you're not thinking. Something that just completely escapes your mind.
Okay. Well, this is a good tip of the week, Joe.
Thank you.
Even though Justin's trying to figure out how to circumvent the circumstances. It's just not happening, buddy.
I need convenience.
Yeah.
Get on board with what we're trying to do here.
Risky convenience.
Yeah. So, I like it. All right. Anything else you need to add to that?
I think that covers it.
All right. Well, if anybody has any questions on that, and of course you covered Apple and their latest
Shenanigans.
debacle of emergency service.
Flooding of calls.
Yeah, I was going to say fake calls at amusement parks.
Yeah.
I wonder, if that kind of just happened. And when did the phones come out?
Last month.
I wonder if in this last
Few
month the
weeks
EMS
ago.
people, the responders are just like, what just happened?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I couldn't.
We're going to Great Adventure and Kings Island on a regular basis.
Yeah. To show up and nothing's going on.
Yeah, I wonder if they put two and two together like fairly quickly, like on the second call, or if it took like 8 or 9, and they're like, "All right, time out."
I don't know. That would be.
What's the common link here?
Yeah. How many calls did it take before there was a common denominator?
Yeah,
I
interesting.
don't know. That would be good to find out.
Yeah, get a little backstory on.
Yeah.
And then Twitter and YouTube.
Yes.
So be aware of those updates and information. And then if anybody needs to get a hold of you for any of your technology services, how they get a hold of you and Cena at A&M Digital Technologies.
Give us a call at our office at 304-927-3588. Check out our website at amdigitaltech.com, and be sure to follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram at AM Digital Tech for all that. And be sure to subscribe to the podcast, Help Desk with Joe and Dave. We're on all the major platforms, and all of our episodes are hosted by Anchor.fm.
Oh, yeah. Justin, what was the phone number again?
3588.
Attaboy.
I
we had this conversation last night. We were at a soccer game, and the announcer forgot his own daughter.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
tricky, though. I will say this, because his daughter's a captain. So you go down through the list, and she's kind of in the middle, and he's got to come back to announce her last because she's a captain.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, because she was still standing there waiting, just like, no.
Oh.
And he's like, oh, and, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And he turned around to me, and he's like, oh, I'm in so much trouble.
Yeah, that's your own kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be an awkward ride home.
Yeah, so it is funny. But I was thinking, I told him about our phone number thing. I was like, I've heard this phone number at least 500 times.
Yeah.
And I still don't know it. What was it again, Justin?
927-3588.
There you go.
Yeah, see, we've learned it now.
I thought you were going to say 8675309.
It's only taken 119 shows, but we learned it.
We're getting there.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I was just typing it into a letter yesterday, too.
that helped, too. Yeah. Joe and Cena supporting our Try This grant application, which we're turning in along with Quentin Keaton and Jack Garrett Ford.
And my walking trail.
Yeah, doing some work
right.
out there. At the AMA Senior Center, always good stuff here in the community, but don't forget, support local, shop local. A&M Digital Technology supports everything behind Patch with Cena and Joe, and keeps the wheels running. You guys, Cena brought in the watch giveaway for the Nut Run yesterday, and then you brought in a laptop we need repaired for our time in, time out procedures. So always good stuff. We really appreciate A&M Digital Technologies. Make sure you shop local.
Happy to do it.
Yeah. All right. Did we miss anything?
I don't believe so.
Okay, I think we can all agree Apple users are scoundrels. No, I'm joking. Just unfortunate victims of shenanigans.
Of new technology.
It's always fun. It was more fun when Justin was an Apple user.
Yeah, that's why I told, little side note before the show started, I told Justin, I said, just be thankful you're not an Apple user this morning, and that's all as far as I went. I didn't go into detail.
That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. What a deal. All right, anyway, another great show. Help Desk with Joe, show number 119 in the books. Everybody have a great rest of the week. Get out and enjoy the Black Walnut Festival, and we'll see you Sunday for the Nut Run at 11.